What, you can hear that? It's crazy. Yo, Max going on. Welcome. How are you? Good, right? Technology OP. How are you so cold, me? Hey, Novi's painting.
Tiny Rick!
This is part 3, but I left it as 2 entitled. Oh shit. I don't care.
Tiny Rick!
Some UC people. Hacky Bow.
Tiny Rick!
This is nice. It's cool though, right? Cause I'm the only one not eating. You're all burgers, really, to me. I'll just be the last one standing. Get a better mic? Oh man. But people are so used to it now. It's just that's how they recognize me. I don't think they want it to change. That's what happens after 4 years. You get used to it. Well, I come across fine. Maybe you need to turn your volume up. Dude, you're so distracting. I'm gonna have to ban you real soon. I'm trying to work here. Yeah, it's always the new guys, right? I said your work is nice. There's just no depth of sound. Yeah, I understand that you have a, like, but you have to understand this stream is not about hearing or getting pleasure from hearing. It's about you using your eyes. Because if you're not using your eyes, you're not going to learn anything I'm doing or understand it. So you gotta have to watch and shut up.
Tiny Rick!
That's last warning. If you talk about the mic again, I'm gonna ban you. Okay? This is my house. It's gotta be my way. I run it like a military house. Cool stuff. Oh, it's because what happens is when I use this function, if if you go up and down, it does your hardness, sometimes your opacity. Do you see those numbers moving up and down? It says hardness on this one, but sometimes it's opacity. So when you move left and right, because you don't have a perfect stroke, I know it feels like you're doing a perfect side sweep, but you're wonky as fuck. So that's why you have it like 98 or 99, whatever. It's better to learn to always push down diagonally if you don't want to do that.
Tiny Rick!
Some getting used to. It's very intuitive though. You like intuitive? You like intuitive design and setups? Then you should be an artist, really. Because that's what you'll get into. The head changed quite a bit last I saw it. Yeah. I mean, it's just part of the... You know, sometimes when you're actually dealing with values, you see the form differently. You see it more in detail. So you want to try to design the detail at that resolution to be attractive. So the design has to change. Because some of the designs are not really optimal for that kind of value change stuff. So you have to see it more like so there's little figurines you get. You wanna go to that resolution. That's kind of what you want to aim at. So you need to know a lot of form as well. So a lot of values will get a lot of form down. Cool. Appreciate it, clan. Clan guy with pants. Appreciate it. Actually, I haven't planned it yet. All I know is at this point, the value range should be like close to that. But if I can turn it into anything else, I will. You know, maybe reflection is a good idea. Get more noise down there. But do we want that? Because the reflection on the leg will, because it'll make it darker. First of all, the reflection will be darker because the light's coming from the back a bit, i.e. the leg is in front of the light, blocking the light, and that reflection of the shadow will be reflected at the bottom of the water or whatever, the reflection, and it will be parallel with the leg, but the leg is good here because it's creating depth. You know, the overlap, how the leg is overlapping and across, you want to keep that. You want that silhouette to pop. I should actually darken it looking at it now, but we're going to get to that later. Just small things like that. Is that what's on the ground? The heavy reflection. I answered that right. Good. Hello. Hello, movement. Do you think someone can spend too much time on grayscale phase? Uh, because often the colors seem to look darker or brighter than the grayscale. So would you have to paint over it again? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's a whole new process with color, to be honest, because there's just so many factors involved. Only colorblind people wouldn't see that. And there's a lot of colorblind people out there, including me somewhat, but I can see them, I just don't know how to organize them. That's why I train. That's why I train to organize them in paintings. How fun is that? Organize your colors, man! Working on it. Let's add another one. Hey, Colifias. Thanks. Yours looking good too. I could do a shout out. I should. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, wrong one. To move that somewhere else. Cause it's a flying app now. It used to be just Windows. I didn't see this one. This just came up, so I just looked at it for like 2 seconds. Okay. I think I think it's really good on first expression. Like the head and the motion blur used really cuts in. You can see the sharp line here, right? And that blur here just really helps to pop it. I still tweak the green because I can say I like the color palette from the yellow to the blue to the pink, but I don't know about this green because when you do a full image, you have to understand this is your focal point. How do you make the focal point most attractive is by having all the other colors complement this one color. But you picking this color last because you start from this point. I think you should really just focus on this color complementing all these colors. You know what I mean? So you wanna tweak this area. And you do that with overlay and layers and all that cool stuff. Basically, you work at it, you use gradients, whatever. Just figure it out and find it, okay? That's what I'm saying. Hannah, it's very nice. Very pretty. I like the attempt to do textures. I really do. You could tell that Exican was really concerned with the values, but I feel like he ran out of time. Something. It's like, hell, do it. It's nice. I mean, I could see where the tail is going. I think if you had more time, we could have made that read better, like enhance the values or something. Because I didn't even know that was his ass and his foot, because it's like a tangent. Maybe space it better, pull out the head or something. You know, do something, figure it out. Colypheus. It's my favorite one. Really nice. I like the variation between the textures. He kept it very stylized. You know, from this view, it's like an indication there's something going on, and that's all you need. But when you look up closely, it's very stylized, and I really enjoy that, because that shows playfulness. You know, you could have just slapped on the textures and then warped it a bit and said it's done. But no, there's like variation in the size, in the breakages. So that's playfulness. I like that. The cast shadows, the execution is good. The bounce side really works well with the oranges, and it keeps you here. This is where your focal point is. And if you dare to look at his face, you kind of get burned, because the values here match the reds, so you're less likely to pay attention. So he's very nice. I like it a lot. Good job, dude. I'll put it on Facebook later. Very nice, very cute. Love it. Very nice carry. The glow as well, really nice. I'm glad you paid attention to that. That Faust, very nice with the. I could see the dragon had a lot of detail. I think we could have just stylized it and kept it simple, and really focused on this sunlight, because this is really nice. The bloom, the one you did with the star, is really nice. We could have really focused on like doing that subsurface color vibration that goes on, where the colors really, you know, instead of being like here, the colors jump all the way up here, like this kind of. They go right here. Bang. Subsurface. I'll put some in here too. Maybe on this wing. Try it out. Obviously I'm not going to use that color. I'm just putting down color on a layer. Probably do something about that. Complement each other. That's what you're looking for. That's why you need to slide for it. Because it might not be that perfect number you thought it should have been. Maybe it should have been something else. But you wouldn't know if you don't scan for it. So make sure you scan for the colors. Because you're not an expert. You need to do a lot of repetition and looking and painting to get really aware of it. And none of us really have done that, but only a few. So just scan your shit, okay? Especially when you're starting out. If you have no more than a 10, you need at least 10 years experience before you can stop scanning and just, just always double check. And then you carry on doing it just to be a good example. Because that's how it works. Good. I'm glad you guys appreciate colors because they really can help. They're linked with the values too. The values are not the same in the colors itself. Like purple has an innate darker base color than yellow. It's like tilted. It's like tilted. Did you know that? It's good to know though, right? Rain? Good idea. I like that. We do some rain in there. So we call that the noise pass. Okay. Because it really, rain is just noise with few bigger noises. And then motion blurred for speed. You know what I'm saying? And then some steamy clouds. Ooh la la.
Tiny Rick!
Thank you, Mario. Thinking about the ratio of, you know, because the more light, the more noisy it gets. So I'm trying to judge it. wondering how much noise I need.
Tiny Rick! Tiny Rick!
Tiny Rick. Tiny Rick. Let me roll back my chair because I don't even know, like, overall, you know, like first impression. So I think that's enough. Guess it works. Mind you, I take a whole month really debating and trying to find better ways. Okay, I'm calling it done then, because time's running out. Because I want to do some other stuff too. I think I need help though for my next task. As in, let me just post this and then I'll put it on Facebook later. But let me just snip it real quick. Snip it, and then I'm gonna do the assignment for this next week. And what happened is NG Brood and Brimers both want to have theirs for this next week. So I have to pick one. But I don't know who. So I'll leave you guys to choose, okay? You okay with that though? Democracy. Cool, okay, I'll get them up now. Let me just put mine down there. Okay. Now let's let me copy pasta the rest. So okay. Snipping it. And where to post? I'll post it in here then. Okay. But I don't want you guys seeing it, so just oh, just wait a minute. Okay. Wrong camera. Doing it. Patience. Jesus Christ. Okay, one sec. I have so many you know, windows open. It's crazy. Okay. You ready for this? Are you ready? One sec. Okay. Okay. Place it nicely on the screen, and then you guys can say, okay, boom. the two. You say weapon? But look at the bubbles. The bubble, you can like make a weapon. You can draw a weapon out of bubbles. This is like a material exercise. You're trying to build something out of this material. Right? Check out my bubbles. That's the whole idea behind it. And this one is this my new edgy magic weapon where you can go crazy on design and textures and maybe some table lighting. But, you know, they're both pretty good. I don't know how lighting with the water bubble would work because I would have to look at reference a lot. But yeah, I think technically this one is more challenging, even though it's like very simple because you have to get all the colors stuff. So there's some technique to it that I don't think most people know. And then this one is where you can just like get away with murder. Because it's a weapon, right? You murder people with weapons. Do a mix? You mean combine them, right? Let me try to do that then. I'll have to crop it because I just want the message. Actually, let's get rid of the gray. Oh, we need the gray, right? Because the bubbles are rendered on that. I don't want to just... I mean, I don't understand why you have to make this character so big. It's about the exercise, not the character. This is too big. This is all ego now. When you crop it this big, that means your ego is so big. Don't do it. Just let the person do his thing, okay? Nobody cares about ego. Let's shrink him. Like I show you how I do my ego, right? If you pay attention, you can see what I do in some of them. I'll do the same. Just take this guy then. Don't need this crap. Okay. Put him down here. Nice and big. I'm gonna flip it. And make it look like they're part of a team. And that's how you that little pinky finger is the ego. Right? Frame, frame, frame. Yours was like, I'm taking land, bro. Taking your land. That's what you did. It's subliminal, man. Art is very territorial. You don't get it. You just don't get it. I'm trying to tell you, man. There's logic behind it. That's what composition. You want to be a good composer, right? So you need to understand the logic, the telegraphed messages. That's how a marketing works and graphic design. Okay, so this is what I do. This is how much you get. We're gonna do it so that this balloon is blown in. Easy. And just do an outline stroke. You can change the thickness, right? And then I think we're gonna erase. Oh, I've got opacity. I don't like that. Let me put that on top, and then just erase like that. What happened? It lagged out. So this is like a dirty hand job right now. Nothing wrong with that, just cover it up. Oh, I still got that selection on. Just hide it. That's right. Some color would be nice too, right? A little bit of color, you know, makes it more fun. Without color, it's kind of like just dead, right? Text is. Oh, we'll flip it. We'll flip it. Because the right-handers will be painting with their right hand, so they will be covering up the left side, so they never get to see the guy staring at them. But if we flip it, those right-handed people will constantly be looked at by the ego. Okay, I'm gonna pick this color. And we'll get rid of the artifacting. The white. Do you know what? Just do it by hand. Just clean it up. That's it. When I do it more graphic, it just means it's easier to read. I just call that cleaning up. Just graphic. Right. Where's that? Smudge from? Oh. Just clean that there a bit.
I can feel it in my chest, feel like everybody's watching. I don't think that I can stop it. They put me on the pills
And all these lines here, do you have to keep them in there?
put it in my cup. It's a day to dedicate.
I mean, you want to show off your ego, you're gonna have to make it look pretty, right?
It's hard to climb around it when you're running out of rope.
You have to have some shame about not making it pretty. Do you understand? Show me that you care about the things you do in life. And show me that not in words, not in tippy tappy toes, but in color and shapes and values, in everything that is visually functional, okay? Just care a bit. It's not just about drawing, not anybody can draw. But can anybody care? Care enough to make it good? Doubt it. Caring is probably the toughest thing about art. You have to care so much. You just didn't care enough. Have some shame about that. Be a man. Do the right thing. No, it's fun to clean it up. It's like cleaning up is very therapeutic. Clean your artifacting up, okay? And then you'll become a better artist. I was gonna say, you know, a better person, but you know, just do a little bit more caring, because I want these what are these called, these assignments, weekly assignments, to be regular. And when I don't have time and you guys want to fill in, I know it's gonna be cared for. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I have to like, you know, I don't know. I won't be available for long then. All this stuff is not important anymore down here. That's why I'm just smudging it all away with detail. Because we don't really need detail. If we really want detail, we can add it with more values. If we really want to. Because once I see people care about it, it's like it's like it's like an influence. You're doing good influencing. You're influencing people to want to do it. Do you know that's like a super cool thing to do? Getting people motivated to care. Yeah, we know everybody's trying to learn art, but really, it's not that hard. You just need to pay attention and just question the things enough. So you pay attention to them, and in doing so, it shows that you care. Because only a person that didn't care would not pay attention. How about we just get you to use flat colors for now? So you're forced to see the shape or make decisions on a shape, and that shows me you care about the shape. And then this way you have to be honest when you don't know a shape, like you don't know like the muscle here, and it shows because of the shape, then we can talk about it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Neofram, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Pay to Win Club. Woo! Pay to win, guys. Get a special role on my Discord server. You know, bragging rights. It's amazing. I love that stuff. Imagine that's all the light, right? It gets cut off here. And that's a cash out of the arm, right? I feel like the arm is like too far back. I feel like it goes up to here. Because he's pulling it back a lot, that shoulder. And this is like, if it was like here, I would have the arm like that. You know, like that. Then I would have that kind of shadow, but I wouldn't do it like that. And I think these plates all still face the other direction. See, I'm not rushing it either. Do you see me rushing around? No. Ad is not about rushing, guys. Okay, be fast, be smart, do smart choices that don't waste time. Yeah, get it. But when it comes to actually making choices, think about them a bit before making them, right? I wouldn't rush into it. I used to, but it really doesn't work because you know, the taste needs to develop, and you have to just pay attention to it. But when you're rushing, you're missing a lot of the tastefulness. So you need to grow that as well as learning the foundations. I mean, the easy go-to is like the I don't know, just just do what follows your interest. Okay, build on that. To be fast, you need to go slowly. Yes, you need to work. Well, fast is naturally because you're in your rhythm and you can like achieve things with that rhythm. You're obviously going to get better at it. Just like playing a game. I love playing games, and every time I play them, I feel like I'm getting better at something. It's really good. It's like a process. I enjoy the process. You got some. I think these shapes are too parallel, and even if it's parallel, try to like stylize the angles a bit. They don't all have to be like perfectly the same angle. Just, I think we could have played around a bit more with the design. I just think of it as a face mask that you have to wear all the time. Wouldn't you want a bit design before you wear it? Like you get to design it. So maybe reference can give you ideas of folds. Like you're running out of ideas of folds. Just, just do yourself a favor and learn something about it. Because you're going to eventually draw folds all the time. Because A, you're drawing something with humans in it. Humans don't run around naked, so you need to know the skeleton, the functionality of it, and all the anatomy that belongs to a human, in and out, enough to visualize the important functional parts. I don't care about the rest. Functional parts are important because when you start drawing poses and emotional gestures, that links straight into it. And then you need to know how to light it, so you need to know about perspective. Without perspective, you can't light anything. Because it's like a coordinational thing. So you're gonna have to, you just have to separate it a bit. Do you a fundamental workout, like do your perspective boxes and all that. Try to fit your fantasy in that, and work with angles. Do the startup YouTube stuff. All the YouTube stuff is really there to inspire beginners to really care about it. You know, they're not all perfect. They're all not like really to understand because it's like everyone's different. But overall, they get you into it. So just watch them all. We could have a good blue top-down light here on that plate as it rotates away to the sky. Right. Put bounce light in there. Bounce light is usually more saturated than the because it's less light. Less light means more saturation. More because you're losing light and loss of certain light means you're gonna get the opposite color in the shadow. And if it's already that color naturally, it just goes more saturated or anything close to it. It's just always more shadow, always more saturated. Okay. If you want that realism with lighting. and color. I'm not that good at it. I know it, and I really don't care. That's why, because I said people should care about the things they want to get good at. There's my that's mine. But I'm willing to work for the sliders. The sliders are so good in Photoshop. You should always get used to it. Control B, Control U, Control L. All these are really good hotkeys. Any clip users, sorry, this Photoshop kind of favored. But you get the idea. You want sliders, right? We can use warp tool, I think, here, just to push out the chest a bit. Because the way someone has their spine, you can really indicate that with the chest. We want a more heroic pose, right? So we want to really push that chest out. And then we'll take this part and just adapt. Because it stretches anyway. This piece stretches anyway with this front. So you can just stretch it like it would stretch. And it would come across right, fine. You stick with the center line. Your center line is here where those thing is. You just match it here. And then you can how he's breathing. He's sucking in the stomach. Yes, no. Is he? Is he bulging it out for expression? Like he's pregnant or something? Because he's holding his arm is like holding his back. That's a bit fucked up, right? What is it? It's aliens, right? So I guess it makes sense. Aliens are fucked up. Damn, you thick, boy. Got some lighting on there, right? We can find that thing. What's it called? Where the form turns away from the light. Thing around here, right? Don't worry, I care for you. Damn. Eye dropping so hard. It's overlay. Just want it darker with a burn. Get some of that red bounce into there. Cast shadow.
I dreamt we spoke, I dreamt we spoke again. It's been so long, it had been so long, my mind filled in the blanks. I dreamt we spoke, I dreamt we spoke again. It's been so long, it had been so long, your voice was like a ghost in my head.
Nice piece, by the way, Brimus. Hope you don't mind.
Only in, it's only in a dream. Is anything the way it used to be? Dreamt we spoke, I dreamt we spoke again. And I
Just want to render the muscles real quick.
could not remember anything you said.
they're all in shadow. Well, just, the head's not that important right now. Because that symbol there, it was so detailed, so fine. Like, at a distance, really, this is the biggest symbol that really we need to care about. And because it will be the only one that really reads someone's attention straight. If you want to get their attention with something important, you want to make it obvious. Okay, we're just making this symbol important by really having it read and stand out with the colors and positioning. Just clean up this mess. How's it looking? Do you feel the lighting yet? I don't know. I keep wanting to make this darker, but apparently it's the same color. I think because of this contrasting. It's too small for the reference. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're right. Well, then we just have to make this a person. We just have to paint her. Oops. Wait, we need the bubble too, right? Oh, we got it. Okay. Let's put it here. Of course, the person with the bigger ego has to do more work. So that's the law, nature's law. A little bit on the hair, because it is kind of big. But I'm just gonna reduce the detail noise wherever I think I can. Try. His hair could be like a beak with horns. There you go. blocking the scarf is we're pushing the scarf right behind the character, so we're avoiding all the sunlight, therefore pushing it back, which is going to be good because we want everything kind of dark around here, so because we're going to make her bright. You know what I mean? Cool everything off. If we really want, we can like give her the backlight. She's holding we're gonna use color dodge for that though. On the brush. Yellow, right? Okay, not on the. Just do it on a layer. Color dodge. Easy. Okay. We want to find the temperature, so let's maybe a bit darker, right? It's too strong. Okay. What's this layer? His left ear seems kind of long. Oh, is that supposed to, I didn't even know what that was. That's his ear? It's like one ear's like that. If you look at the center line here, right? It's like one ear's like that, and the other one is like. It's what you call style, guys. Never seen it? Don't worry, Primus. They just lack style. I understand you. You want the back ear to show, but it makes no sense. You'll just have to use something else. Like some hair maybe? A hair curl? No floss, it's okay. No one really cares about that. We all do stuff like that. It's normal. That's why you have to always go correct yourself anyway. It's part of life. Can't avoid it. Oh, I think he meant to light this guy with the fairies. I saw it as sunlight. Doesn't matter. Maybe the ideas were too ambitious. You didn't even know how to light him with the environment light, and you want to go straight to like. Maybe consider that. First, always consider environment lighting, and then you worry about all the extras here, the smaller light sources. So you work from the biggest light source, which is the environment, to down to like props afterwards. Really, if you want a good order going. And if you get good, you can like be ambitious and say, I just want to have that. Everything's pitch black. And you have to be like really into it. But did good. It got me working. I like it. I didn't expect to work this hard for it. Just care for it. You just have to care, dude. I really care about it. It needs to be good. So you need to care for it. Trust me, I can't imagine it any different way. That's why you need to ask your friends, dude. Or Discord server people. Just, I know many people have friends that are not artists, so. Let's just say stick Discord and just ask people there. And never really downgrade yourself. You're not supposed to do that. And it doesn't help anyway. So why you wanna not be helpful to yourself? It make no sense. Just throw that blue in there. Let's move on though. Could spend days on that. You can find tons of things to do. Let's go to that little girl. Gonna give it a pose. So we're gonna go for that one. What's it called? Like that. So we need to have a lean more. Right. Just put it in shadow for now. Yeah, midtone. I think midtone's correct. Cause the way, I mean, the way I see it is like like when the light leaves, when it gets, and how much we can see in darkness. Like at that point, we can see the most, and the light is at its weakest for us to notice it. And then at this point, our eyes kind of see less and less, so the colors become less and everything. And there's no light. Basically, the midtones will have the longest range for our eyes to notice the color differences. The colors that are missing become the color that we see. I mean, the colors that are missing, we only see the color that's left over. Still, it's the strongest lit that we still see, and then it goes down. But here, it's like too bright, and all these colors come together, compress into one light. It's so bright, it just, they all work together like Power Rangers, right? But 4 Power Rangers leave, and this guy will fly over here, and we'll see this guy when the others leave. But he loses strength, overall strength, because he has like a party buff. He kind of like sinks down in so you have to understand that there's a reason why there's like a diagonal shape here, because you know, it's kind of diagonal, really. Before we like the way they snipped it here is like it should have been like this, right? That's what we see here. You see that? Because it's like tilted, really, because it drops. So what I did here, where is it? Did I paint that much? I did. Okay. Let me just get rid of that. So what we did here, we we lasso tooled this hair here, and what we said is the sun is not hitting that anymore, so it's gonna lose, it's gonna desaturate because there's blue light in the shadow, and the blue light's gonna fill it. So what can you do? Well, you can just Control U and desaturate it and darken it. Through the desaturation, it kind of gets brighter, but it also cools off because it's like the opposite temperature, right? So you want to go towards it cooler, you just desaturate it first, and then when you want to heat it up, you rotate it. Rotate it to the reds, and then you can pop the saturation again as it gets brighter. So like, you know how bounce light works? So the light hits on the yellow light, and then you have like a more orangey kind of under bounce light. Kind of, I'm saying. That's like the glare highlight. You can stylize those. But when it gets to here, there's no, we could put a little bit subsurface heat in there when it transitions to the shadows. Then we apply the skylight from the top in the shadows. You don't need to apply it here in the sunlight because the sunlight is in value stronger than the skylight. It just deletes it, okay? It just sucks it up into its own color. Okay. So just paint your backlights and your top-down atmospheric lights in the shadows, but be gentle because you don't want the attention go away from, you know, the contrast. Okay, now just make some random shapes, right? Design it a bit. Let's get some movement in there as well. She's leaning forward, so we want the head to pull back a bit, right? Let's get skin tone pigment down. Something that isn't yellow, right? Desaturating it first. Slide it. See if we can find anything. What's that there? So I'm going to use the blue for the red, make a top red in the shadow, and I'm going to use this color to the other side.
I woke up in the waves, listening to your laughter. The Odyssey 6th chapter, you were still naked, impressionist painting. You came to me, so run away with me. Drew lines on my cheeks with the mud from the ground. Whisper paradise ain't lost, it's found. You told me it always tastes good when I choose it for myself. When there's fire in my woods, it burns me and nobody else. I know I forgot.
Some of the details getting too small, so we have to be careful not to make it too detailed. So simple shape or value change can help. Just a little value change here.
Choose it for myself. When there's fire in my woods, burns me and nobody else. I know I fuck up, but as long as I show up, it'll always taste good. Cause it always tastes good when I choose it for myself.
Thank you for the raid. Hollow 555. Appreciate it. Thanks. Welcome, welcome. This is an assignment I'm doing for this week. People can participate on my Discord. I took two people's suggestions and I combined them, and this one painting right now, the combination of it. Isn't that nice? Just like that. I'm allowed to do this? Tamper with the material? Trying to add some wriggle to it from the blowing. Trying to animate it. Leave me alone. It's alright, not my problem. Or is it? Can leave that. It's fine. Little pigeon mouse, cute. I'm not lighting the nose with the sunlight. I think the cheek is too wide out. It's a monster cheek.
Are you feminine? Do you see yourself as a feminine man?
Some things, yeah.
Yeah, something
I think
like.
femininity is beautiful, and anybody can be feminine.
You think a man is beautiful when he's feminine?
In certain ways.
No, a feminine man is a weak man because he's a woman. He's a beta.
No, he's not, Jesse.
Yeah, he's a beta.
No, he's not.
He is a beta.
I can't believe I'm being bullied right now.
All these women out here looking for a strong man. Why you falling for the lie, man? I am gon' stand. You've been dating women like your mama. Switch the program. 35 and single, trying to mingle. You a no man. You need to forgive to be forgiven. Go back to your father, get to living. Forget about the kissing, all the touching and the sinning. Forget about the women, all the lusting. Who you kidding? A man that has a temper ain't even a man at all. You can't be a tyrant while you answering the call. To the PC culture, I ain't cowering to y'all. Real men speak up. What happened? You lose your balls? Okay, so rule number one, you need to always speak truth. Stay connected to your father. Trust me, you can never lose. Rule number two, well, let's just focus on the one. Apart from God, there's nothing you can overcome. Don't be a beta. You need to go back to the creator. Give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't wanna be a beta. All I'm really saying, you need to go back to the creator. You just need to give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't wanna be a beta. You support abortion, you a fake, I'm pro-life. You should see my wife, she carries babies so nice. If you a living, you a feminist, then you don't know Christ. You don't think you need a man, it takes a man to grow life. Man, I don't cater to these betas and these cannibals. You killing all these babies and you thinking I'm a radical. Man, you'd be up in arms, I started boarding farm animals. But somehow it's okay when it's your kid, man, that is laughable. It's capital murder when you snuff another life. You're headed for the burner if you don't return to Christ. Obama was a beta male, he gave you fake rights. Every time I see that face, I wanna break and take flight. Okay, let me calm down. Let's get to rule 2. Never search for a woman, she will find you. Sex before marriage, take time and just date her. If not, she will turn you to a beta. You need to go back to the creator. Give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't wanna be a beta. All I'm really saying, you need to go back to the creator. You just need to give your life to God because he made you. You got your mama's spirit, God's spirit's much greater. He's an alpha, trust me, you don't wanna be a beta. I am so tired of the heretics watching beta preachers on the TV. That's embarrassing. You preaching now the Jesus, that's a beta, no comparison. You don't point him to the
Cool. She's cute. She's alright. This is Angie's brood cuteness. I'm just adding lighting and some animation to it.
Yellow tinge in vision bleeds over me. Muscle waves wither silently away. Slowly sinking in, it's dizzying me. Boom slang, oh boom slang, flooded my veins. I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding. Boom slang, oh boom slang, my body runs dry. These two fins are seething, they're seething. Head in hand, knees weak, floor pulling hard. Body heavy, damp on the brow, melting into the ground.
She looks a bit too tall now.
Scarlet tears are spitting down my eyes, my nose, my mouth. Spirits break as clear lines blur, for fever turns to numb. Two pins deep. Two pins shut me up. Two pins deep. Two pins shut me up.
Okay.
Boom slang,
Do you like it?
boom slang, flooded my veins. I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding. Boom
Combined
boom slang, my body runs dry. These two fins are seething, they're seething.
combo. Just have to flip it right.
Boom slang, oh boom slang, flooded my veins. I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding, I'm bleeding. Boom slang, oh boom slang, my body runs dry. These two fins are seething, they're seething.
Okay. See, a little bit of ego there. The bubble. Cute, right? That's how you do it. Okay. Good job, people. Thank you for participating and all that stuff. Right. What time is it? I still have like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Oh my god. I'm out. What's I doing for a minute? Oh my god. Oh, shit. I haven't planned 30. I thought it'd take me 3 hours this stuff, but you like it, guys? Don't know. I'm just doing my stuff. Let's increase that ego a bit. There you go. How'd you like that? It's animation that makes it cute, okay? Need to know a bit about movement, I think. T. fact, wait, what did it say? Is this my new edgy magic weapon? I think we can shorten it by saying is this. No, you say this is my new magic new weapon and have an empty black. Let's say look at my new magic weapon. How about that? Or just say my magic new weapon. Or my magical new weapon. I think that's better, right? My magical new weapon. Okay, now we can decide what angle we want.
Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil. Komm aus Ägypten, das liegt direkt am Nil. Zuerst lag ich in einem Ei.
What about the bubbles then? Do you think they would not get it? I don't think, I mean, the weapon, like we want to keep the creativity as open. You guys, you just want to be little Nazis and organize everything into little lanes where you have to do things a certain way. So let's just leave it open for creativity and see what people draw. Because in the end, we want to train both skills. We don't just want to draw art skills, we want to train their creativity. Your creativity is the one that inspires people. The execution is the fundamental stuff that allows people to understand and immerse themselves in that creative process. Right? So. We want to, I'll tell you what we do though. We do at what's it called? Primers. And NG Brood, right? NG Brood. Brood. Thanks. Here, thanks. And then get another one. I'll write that out by hand. Okay. Do you want it to be a weapon? I mean, you guys still want a weapon? We can do something else, you know. I did all the work though. No, I just I'm hosting this event, right? This is my event, so it's obviously sponsored by me, right? Hello. I don't need to mention it. I think people would know. Pitch the ideas. Yeah, let's go. And we can let's change this a bit around. Let's go at Twitch chat plus Twitch chat. Okay, we can put something here. Powered by Burger. Okay, let's think about this. Alright. Is this my new edgy magic weapon? Obviously they wanted something edgy. Okay, we're gonna keep the word edgy, okay, here. That leaves room, openness to other things. Then we have NG Brood, that was Brimus. Then we have NG Brood with check out my bubbles. So we keep bubbles and edgy. Okay, let's say check out my edgy bubbles. How about that? Is that creativity? That's you need huge creativity for that one to be visually coming up with ideas there.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. I said that's life. And as funny as it may seem, some people get their kicks stomping on a dream. But I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing.
Oh,
Each
thicker.
time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. I tell you, I can't deny it. I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart just ain't gonna buy it. And if I didn't think it was worth one single try, I'd jump right on a big bird and then I'd fly. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life. And I can't deny it. Many
Tangent on
times
purpose.
I thought of cutting out, but my heart won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking come this here July, I'm gonna roll myself up in
Well,
a
we don't wanna pigeonhole people to do a weapon.
and
It's just about the edginess, doing sharp edges.
Tiny Rick!
It doesn't have to be a weapon. I keep the bubbles part. That's from your side, NG Brood, and I keep the edgy part from Brimer's side. The rest I throw away and I come up with my own stuff. And you guys helped getting that stuff down. So, there, look. That's it. Final result. Edgy. It's thinking an edgy word. I mean, I don't know how much more subliminal messaging I need to do here. Okay. Any questions about that? Nope. Okay, cool. Was fun though. Let me just save it. All the important shit, right? I'll call it ass. Edgy. Those two words, right? It should just be one, just two. If it's not just one word, then there's no point doing it. So we have two words here. I mean, you don't need a whole sentence. It should just be words, keywords that should give you ideas. Obviously not ass because it's the short for assignment. And that's how you create the difficulty of the game. Cat, I want a cat. Save. Okay, I'll post it in assignment right now. Boom. Here we go. Cancel. Actually, how do I Good stuff, guys. Was a fun week. Oh yeah, we have more. Shout out to Max Gore Art. It's really nice. humanoid. We should work on those ellipses out. Let's work on foreshortening ellipses. I can see that on a leg. It's getting really flat here. And you use the ellipses to actually bend the form to it. Very nice, very cute. Looks like a little rabbit demon. Very nice primers. Grodos. It's a cute pregnant dragon baby. Very nice. Got our lizard guy. Very cute. Slappery. Oh gee. Rough night. Actually pretty good. I like the backlight. Not bad, not bad. Also ellipses, I would say. When you guys do legs that are facing the camera and they're like bending down, or you guys need to practice that specific thing. I just have it done. Just YouTube it. It's an armadillo. I like the block out with opaque brush. Very solid with the atmosphere and choices. No blending there. Very nice. Kern comma, very nice. Very cool, inspired a set of ideas. That's pretty good. Designer for sure. Oh, that's really nice. OS X. I like the little campfire light. Just not sure where it's coming from. Maybe we could have had like a fire there to say it's red. But I like the overall feel of the image. Very well led. Very nice. Refry. Oh, you got some textures going on.
Tiny Rick!
I would spend time always like designing some of the texture detail, like have them sectioned and grouped off a bit, rather than just like one plain noise. But not bad. Very cute design as well. Hey, King Creed, check out that spoiled little pizza eater. Lighting's good. It feels like the light's coming from directly from the side, but that can would have like caused the cast shadow on the thing. And this belly, I think, is higher than the head. I think all up to his eyes would be in cast shadow. All this area would be in cast shadow. Everything behind this leg and just on the edge of this pizza. Just real quick. Since I have time, right? Right. Multiply layer. And let's just block it out. Opaquely, right? Just mask it out. All the areas they wouldn't hit. Top of the pizza, all that head. All this area. You even have it here, the cast shadow coming out. All this. Because of this piece here. All inside, maybe inside here. All that side, all this side. I think this would be a little bit higher. We can make it complicated. I have like lots of values bouncing around, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, then I'll just darken it and try to find that punch where it feels like a Terminator. Like it needs to be like first glance, right? Like you look away, you look at it, no. Look away, kinda, no. Like the greeny one did it. Has like a greenish tint to it. And then clean up the mask. So the pizza gets all that light. I dropped this color. I need it. That's why I prefer doing it Here, let me delete all this. Just I bucket the whole thing. That's what I usually do actually. And then I would mask it. Where's my mask? Yeah. I would paint on the mask now. So dark means your opacity lower, so you paint away the multiply. Right, now you can really angle it better without losing it. If you go too far, you can always go backtrack and erase into it. Like, oh yes, I want these little bevels to not catch light. Here, these little creases. You can add that on the fly. Pizza, right? And then decide what on the couch would get lit. That horn can have some.
Eat your love, girl, I had to. Spandex leather had no tattoos. I am mad all about you. Call it drugs, call it caffeine. Call it lust, call it sexy. I look sad, but I'm happy. And you have got me high all the other times. But I've been falling down, down so hard. I need your love, 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 need your love.
Tiny Rick!
I got secrets I can't control. Just like seeds, you know they'll grow. Hidden lies between the lines. You never
Being super selective now of
find
what I want to read. Super good. Get that yellow popping, because it's the only thing in the image that really has impact right now in terms of colors, right? You can always color balance it. Control B, stuff like that. That's how I handle that.
I'm sick and tired of breathing in, but I'll take a drag. All your words have got my mind in a knot. With all your loving and leaving, you loving and leaving, I still can't stop thinking. Still can't stop thinking. I need your love.
And then the rest is choice making, deciding stuff.
Listening, it isn't when you're talking for your name's sake. Jesus, Mary Magdalene, you are you okay? Sitting by the well, Jill, you're falling down the hill, Jack, and everybody laugh. Don't you pray to a cocaine Jesus in a black four-seater, got a man, don't
I want to feel the light.
call me when you want, or just call me
Maybe we can have some source run out, because it's like We want to keep the eye a bit longer there, right? Or something. Maybe like more interesting mid-range shapes. Like those feet were like cute, but they weren't they weren't grabbing enough attention. You didn't even notice them if they weren't like, you know. What you think? There's possibilities endless, right? But yeah, really good. I just wanted to make the point that, you know, you really have to consider cast shadow more and keep the light and shadow really separate. You don't wanna mix and match too much. You wanna keep it separate. Like if this is a sphere, right? And this is where the room light is, and this is where your terminator is. Really be conscious of that terminator line. So when you do shapes and they change in shape, you still know where to stop, right? And when it rotates. And then after that, you keep it so separate that only like small bounce light gets to light it. When you get to this point, you don't mix it. And this side is just for the highlight, like the TV speckle and stuff, right? So you wanna have a decent mid-range value where you can explain shapes with cavity shadow like you have here. But then you're gonna add bounce light. If the carpet is I mean not the carpet, the sofa is lighting anything, we wanna indicate that somewhere. Or not. But you need to eyeball it, see when it's a good choice to do so or not. That's it, that's my tip. That's my tip. Just to be more comfortable with cast shadows. Cast shadows is just a really decent way to communicate your shapes. You know, like without like the center line to indicate when shadow stops and the light starts. You don't really. It's really tough to create 3D realism. So you really need all that extra stuff. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it for this week's stream. Oh shit. Look at that Philly. Forgot about Philly. You get better with posing. It's not bad. Still, I feel like the stretches here. Like it's not that important, but we can work on some logical stretching for the pants. Okay. The tension line is very intense, so you want a really intense sharp line. Okay. Like look, this is how intense you want it. Like that, and then it falls off maybe. Maybe it fans out here, and then tension over there. And if you do it in a diamond shape, you can see how you need to rotate the muscles, right? Diamond shape. This is the front part. Okay. building like the toenail, just keep it diamond shape. You want to know where your high point is, because let's say, why is this a good idea? Let's say a light's coming from this side. You know how easy it's then to find your everything your shadow side? You can easily find it, right? If you start building stuff like that. I think we could tilt it in a bit, but yeah. It's good. It's good nonetheless. Also diamond shape, right? But you know, I'm just showing you guys. It's not really that important. But it helps me when I do like fingers that are coming towards the camera. This is what I lean to, the diamond shape. Like find the center line and just have it fall off around. Obviously you can tweak it afterwards. Just in case you do like a forward run. Oh, NG Brute, look at that. Got like a combo between Galileo, whatever his name is. Galileo and Dragon is amazing. I like that blue light. Very thoughtful. Cools it off. Not bad, dude. I like the simplistic. You kept it simple. I like it. Good job, dude. You started a bit designing there. That's nice. It's good for the time you did. I like the block out here, the shape language here. Very nice. Angles, guys, angles. You need to make decision on angles. Magic fire. Wow, very cute. Not bad, not bad. And Faust. Oh, those two. Well, anyway, I think that's for this week's assignment. I'm gonna go raid someone now and probably say see you next time. Right? Fun stream. Lots of action. I like it. Let's raid the Zikava. Haven't raided in a long time. Yay. Good stuff. Yeah, I'll do my assignment when I can, and I'll try to do it on stream next time, in one go, not in 3 parts. But yeah, thanks for hanging out.